Hello and welcome to our family workshop. And we're at that time of year again. We are working on our Christmas themed scroll saw projects. 5 more designs and ideas for you to have a go at. Some are variations on previous projects we've demonstrated, giving you new designs and new ideas, and some are completely original. For those of you who are interested in the designs, we'll get them up on the website, so you'll be able to use them if you want to have a go at making these projects yourself. So as you can see, same process. We started off by selecting our timber, we then prepare our designs, and we use our carbon paper to transfer the design onto the wood itself. Some of the woods we're working in, we're using the juniper, also known as a type of cedar. It's got that beautiful perfume on it. We're using some olive woods. We got elm as well. So some lovely woods to work on for these projects. Once we've got the designs ready, we then go across to our pillar drills and we do all of the drill holes ready for doing that pierce work. And again, we mentioned it, because we got those pinless blades on our Hegner Multi-Cut 2S, it allows you to do some really fine detail. Now, the first thing we did on this project, we actually prepared our wood. So I actually marked out on some larger pieces of wood, and so I just cut them down in size slightly, just to make the projects a little bit more manageable. I mentioned previously about having wood that is too small, which makes it more difficult to grip. But equally, if your wood is very large, that can prove challenging when you are scroll sawing as well. First project with scroll sawing, it is based on a similar theme to last year's 3 Kings design. But this time, instead of the 3 Kings, we've got Santa and his reindeers. This particular project then afterwards is going to be a tea light holder. So you can see we use that negative space, the silhouette of the reindeers and Santa and the moon, that will allow the light from your tea lights to shine through. So we do all of the internal work, all of that pierce work, and then afterwards we cut out the surrounds on the base, and that completes the scroll sawing for that project. Now what we do here, we're demonstrating how we get these 5 projects together. So we do all of our scroll sawing all in one sitting. We go on to then a Christmas tree design, and we're doing that internal cut. And I've left in the video as well, you'll see it does happen to us because we don't leave it in many videos, but you'll see there just snapping a blade. Left it in because we always demonstrate our videos, and if we snap a blade, we edit it out. But I thought, where's Christmas? We leave it in there so everybody can see that, yeah, of course, we snap more than our fair share of blades. On to our third project after our standing Christmas tree one, and this is 2 angels with the trumpets either side of a heart. Now again, we're using that pierce work and our pinless blade to get nice fine details on this project. The highlight on this particular project for myself is that we're working in a beautiful piece of olive woods. What I found with this, I needed a good sharp blade for working on this thickness of wood, and the olive wood itself seemed to place a few extra demands really upon the scroll saw, but with a little bit more patience and with a good quality sharp blade, it's done a fantastic job, and it's worth just taking a little bit more time and caution for the finish that you get. We then go on to our next 2 projects that we're dealing with together. We're working in that juniper, that's also referred to as cedar, and we do our internal cuts. So we've got a snowman inside a bell. So we do all of the cuts in and around the snowman, and then afterwards we cut the profile around the outside of the bell. Now that particular project, we're going to be doing some hand carving afterwards. So our snowman, we're going to create that image using our hand carving skills. We've got another hanging decoration style idea here, and it's our nativity for this year. So again, we're using the negative space, so using the pierce work to create the image of the nativity. We then cut out our surround and that is ready then for going on to the next stage of the project. So this is the next stage then that we go on to. It's our hand carving skills. As always, we start off with the project that places the largest amount of demands on us. So that's the snowman and the bell. And we get the shape and the features of the snowman using our hand gouges. We also get a little bit more shape on the bell and the detail on the clapper. Our nativity scene then, our hanging decoration, the only little piece of hand carving we're going to use is just across the top where it'll be turned into a hanging decoration. Similarly then with our angels and our Christmas tree, we just use our hand carving skills just to finish it off and take off the sharp edges. We then go on to the belt sander and we use this to take off any excess sharpness that is left, and to also prepare those projects for putting together. With our tea light holder, we have to mark out the position that we want to put our 2 tea lights into, and we drill out a recess so those tea lights can be put into the gap that remains. Again, we're using Starbond super glue. We put a bit of super glue on the front and the accelerant on the base. We put a link in the description if you want to use the Starbond super glues that we use. Fantastic product, and that link will give you a 10% discount. We then use that super glue again and then the sandpaper to create a natural dust to fill in any void that is left after super gluing. And there we are, we're on to the final part of the process. We're adding 3 coats of shellac sanding sealer, rubbing it down in between each coat, and then a finishing layer of linseed oil mixed with beeswax. So there you go, those are our Christmas themed scroll saw projects. Hopefully that's interesting, hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you like what you see as well and you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you know when we upload another video. If you've got any questions or any comments, get them in the comments section. Let us know which one of those projects is your favourite and which one do you plan on having a go at making yourself. For all of you who continue to support us, thank you from us all here at the Love Spoon Workshop, and we hope you enjoy a happy and healthy Christmas and New Year.